Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Rangers Reviews pre-match briefing. I'm here in the Ibrox press room, slightly late to bring you the team news, but we're going to have a bit of a chat about the team that Michael Beale has selected for today's visit of St Mirren. St Mirren, of course, still playing for top six places, so big game for them. For Rangers, not only a chance to bounce back from the disappointment of last week, but an opportunity to try and build some momentum. That is a bit boring, I know, because the league is all but gone. And the team selection today, I don't know if I expected a little bit more of an adventurous selection based on what Michael Beale said yesterday. Maybe we shouldn't have, because he's always tended to play with these two kind of holding midfielders. And that's what he goes for today again. There's two changes from last week with Ryan Jack and Ryan Kent, both who are injured today and don't make the squad. And the bench is kind of reflects the injury issues that Rangers have experienced this week. But I will read you the team. It is Alan McGregor, James Tavernier, John Suter, Ben Davies and Borna Barisic. John Lundstrom will sit just in front of the back four with Todd Cantwell to the right of him and Nico Raskin to the left of him. You'd imagine that Malik Tillman will play off just off a strike partnership of Alfredo Morelos and Fashion Sakala. The bench, John McLaughlin, Yanis Hadji, Rabbi Matondo, Glenn Kamara, Scott Arfield, Dion King, Ross McCausland, Aaron Lyle and Bailey Rice. Bailey Rice, of course, who made his debut against Livingston recently. Ross McCausland made his debut for the club at the end of last season at Hearts. A few youth products in there, which again I think reflects the number of injuries that Rangers have heading into this one today. Not too many surprises, but I'd kind of tweeted this morning that I'd expected to see maybe a slightly different midfield, maybe Yanis Hadji in there today, not only because he's not played any real substantial minutes since coming back from injury, but more because Beale spoke about it being an exciting team selection. I'm sure he'd argue that front five of Raskin, Cantwell, Tillman, Morelos and Sakala is. We know that when he played with just one sitting midfielder at home against Ross County, he kind of spoke about the team being a bit unbalanced. But I think most people would have liked to see that today. John Lundstrom seems to be a player that Beale really favours in front of the back four. St Mirren will be a difficult team to face, no doubt, today, a difficult defence to break down. So that is a team that Michael Beale has picked to try and do that. St Mirren, Trevor Clarkson, Scott Tanser, Joe Shaughnessy, Mark O'Hara, Tony Watt, Curtis Main, Greg Kiltie, Alex Gogic, Charles Dunn, Marcus Fraser and Ryan Strain. St Mirren obviously, of course, beat Hearts 2-0, which led to the sacking of Robbie Nielsen recently. And it'll be a tough opponent, I'm sure, for Rangers today. What do Rangers need? I feel we've said this quite a lot, that the home games haven't been obviously as exciting as some of the away games because the space isn't always there and the game's tempo can be quite slow. But I do feel that Rangers need a bit of a performance today. They've got two games working into the semi-final. Aberdeen away will kind of take care of itself in terms of an atmosphere and a tempo, especially with the form that they're in next Sunday afternoon. I believe that's a 4:30 kickoff. But today, Rangers, I mean, there's goals in that team: Morelos, Sakala and Tillman. I would just maybe have liked to see someone of Yanis Hadji's with his passing quality to play from the start. You know, there's not many games between now and the end of the season. Maybe Beale will rotate more after the semi-final. He did say in yesterday's press conference, in effect, he wouldn't be rotating for rotating's sake, and it is only the two changes today. Let's get through some of the comments. I guess there'll be some people happy with it and some a little bit more frustrated that there is not. A few more attacking players in there, but as I say, I do think that's, on reflection, it is what Beale's tended to go with. You need to have balance in any team. We know the fullbacks are going to play high. Lundstrom will just play in front of that back four to try and keep the game ticking over. Maka says, expected to see Devine on the bench as he fallen out of favour. I believe that might have something to do with the red card in the B team game. Don't hold me to that, Maka, but Devine was obviously sent off there, and I'm not sure. I'm sure I read something about that to do with the suspension, how that relates to the first team, because you're right, you'd imagine that he would have been in if he was fit and available today. John Dooley says, is Robbie McCrory still injured? I think he's just building back up his fitness. Beale has been quite honest in saying that he will get an opportunity at a point. I guess it will be after the semi-final. I don't believe he's still injured, just working his way back to full fitness. Comment here saying, like this team, keep it as strong as possible leading into the cup semi-final. I guess that's the point. You'd imagine it'll be Jack and Raskin in the midfield there again, but you probably don't want to upset the balance too much in the middle of the park. And John Lundstrom, as I say, has been a favourite of Beale so far, even if at home his performances haven't even always shone. But I guess in that position, it's difficult to do much more than keep the team ticking over at points from the base of midfield. And Hugo Bear, they're saying as well, continuity is important leading up to this semi-final. That's the important thing for Rangers. Obviously today, leading into the game at Hampden in a couple of weeks, they need to kind of build up some goodwill, and a comfortable win today would do that. You've got plenty of players and they're unable to unpick the St Mirren defence. We'll see if they're able to show up and do it today. No changes to the back four as well, kind of as expected. Not only is there not really any other options, but Beale has tended to stick with Barisic and Tavernier. Obviously, the absence of Ridvan today means that is a certainty. As mentioned, we will be live after the game as well. You can keep up to date with us on all our socials. Remember, we've got a great offer on the website at the moment, just £2 for 2 months. If you head over, the link is in the description, and the ticket below, it's actually 50p for 2 months. I forgot that. So do subscribe to the website if you haven't. Until then, enjoy the game wherever you're watching it, and we'll speak to you after.